what those are?
Yes, that's the Aurora Borealis, also called the Northern Lights. But how are they formed?
Well, it begins in the sun where nuclear reactions take place. During this, many protons and electrons are left behind, so these charged gases join up to form plasma. Sometimes the plasma might push one of the magnetospheres out of the surface of the sun, and when this happens, solar winds are created. The solar wind then travels towards our Earth at speeds up to 8 million kilometers per hour. Upon reaching Earth, it comes face to face with the Earth's own magnetosphere. This next process is called coronal mass ejection. It involves the particles in the solar wind merging with the magnetosphere of our Earth and eventually streaming down the two poles. Now these protons and electrons are in the Earth's atmosphere. When they collide with the neutral oxygen and nitrogen, they transfer some of their energy into these atoms. The atoms gain this energy and become excited. And when the excited atom calms down, it releases the gained energy as photons. And this creates the magnificent auroras.
That's amazing. But why do auroras come in different colors?
Now that's a good question. There are many gases in the Earth's atmosphere, and different gases emit different wavelengths of light. The color of the aurora is determined by the electrical state, altitude, and energy of these gases. Oxygen molecules cause green auroras, and oxygen atoms cause red auroras.
But Mummy, why did we see a blue aurora before?
Blue auroras happen as a result of nitrogen ions.
So the different proportions of these atoms and molecules in the atmosphere can change the different proportions and shades of the aurora.
That's right.
Where else can we see them?
To see auroras, the best place is to be near magnetic poles. As the South Pole is in Antarctica, it is very hard for the general public like us to see. But that being said, during strong solar storms, Aurora Australis can be visible in places south from Australia. But more generally speaking, the best places to watch the aurora are usually in North America or Europe in areas without light pollution.
Oh no, they've disappeared. When can I see them again, Mummy?
These auroras depend on the sun being active. Sometimes the sun is very active, but other times it's very quiet. So sometimes from southern Norway, you might see them a few times a month. In Europe, you might see them a few times a year. But all of this revolves around the solar cycle, and usually maximum solar activity happens every 11 years.
Yay! Now I know all about why the sky changes colors during an aurora.